Hi, everyone. This is Simon Chan, and welcome to your latest Markham real estate market update. Let's start with prices. Over the past 13 months, average home prices in Markham have moved within a range of $1.13 million to $1.29 million. The market peaked in late spring and early summer, hitting a high of $1.29 million in June. Prices then softened in August and wrapped up November at around $1.15 million. Now, even with some month-to-month ups and downs, prices overall stayed within a relatively tight range. That said, the second half of the year showed some downward pressure, mainly due to affordability challenges and more cautious buyers. Looking at sales activity, we saw a clear seasonal pattern. Sales ranged from a low of 153 in December 2024 to a high of 281 in October 2025. Activity steadily picked up from winter into spring and stayed solid through the fall. In November, we recorded 219 sales, slightly below the fall peak but still healthy. The takeaway? Buyer demand is seasonal but resilient, stronger in spring and fall, with buyers taking more time and being more selective. On the supply side, new listings jumped sharply from winter into spring, peaking at 948 listings in May. Since then, listing activity has cooled, ending at 514 new listings in November. Sellers were most active in spring, which increased competition and gave buyers far more choice mid-year. Active inventory followed a similar pattern. It climbed from 586 homes in December 2024 to a peak of 1,322 homes in June 2025, before easing to 1,036 active listings in November. That mid-year buildup clearly shifted leverage toward buyers, although conditions have tightened slightly toward year-end. When we look at absorption rates, they range between 20% and 28%, with most months sitting around 20 to 22%. October briefly improved to 24%, but overall the market remained balanced to mildly buyer-leaning, with no sustained seller market conditions. Now let's break this down by home type, starting with detached homes. Prices showed only modest month-to-month movement, but sales dropped 26.5% compared to last month. Year over year, prices are down about 16%, reflecting ongoing affordability pressure. On the supply side, new listings fell 25%, and active listings dropped 13%. With an absorption rate of 21% and roughly 4.8 months of inventory, detached homes remain firmly in buyer market territory, especially considering inventory is up 41% year over year. Semi-detached homes continue to attract move-up buyers. Prices have been relatively stable month to month, and sales activity has held up well. The average price sits around $1.07 million, down about 12.8% year over year. Inventory has grown 23% year over year, giving buyers more negotiating room. With an absorption rate of 31%, sellers need to stay realistic and flexible, while buyers still hold more leverage than in previous years. Freehold townhomes remain one of the most competitive segments in Markham. Prices are holding up, but sales activity has slowed. New listings dropped 29% month over month, while active listings declined 15.8% monthly, yet remain 12% higher year over year. With about 4.3 months of inventory, prices may continue to adjust until the market moves closer to balance. Condo townhomes are showing more price sensitivity. Buyers are paying close attention to maintenance fees and overall value. Active listings have climbed to 78 units, pushing inventory to 6.5 months. This clearly favors buyers, and sellers need to price aggressively and prepare their homes carefully. Finally, condo apartments are currently the most price-adjusting segment. Prices dropped 11.3% month over month, with continued pressure year over year. New listings continue to outpace sales, keeping inventory elevated. With an absorption rate of just 18% and about 5.4 months of inventory, this is firmly a buyer's market. Buyers have time, choice, and strong negotiating power. So what does all of this mean for you? For buyers, more inventory means more options and more leverage. Prices in several segments have stabilized or adjusted, and this market rewards patience, preparation, and smart decision-making. For sellers, homes are still selling, but only when they're priced right. Presentation, marketing, and strategy matter more than ever. Overpricing leads to longer days on market and price reductions. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or you'd like a custom breakdown for your neighborhood or home type, feel free to reach out. I'm Simon Chan with New Stream Realty, and I'm always here to help you make smart, confident real estate decisions.